Hey, comic addicts, it's Joe with Black Box Silver and Bronze. And I've got this enormous gift of comics from Jesse Lynch. Let's check them out. Hey, comic addicts, I received this large box of comics in one of these medium flat rate boxes. Jesse, he's got an Instagram page called BWD Comics, stands for Big White Dog. He's very generous. This thing is heavy. It must be stacked from bottom to top with comic books. So let's go through these together. Okay. Just a bunch of junk for you from Jess, BWD Comics on IG. All right. So let's go through this and see what is in here. One man's junk is another man's treasure. So we've got this Alter Ego magazine. Pretty cool. I've never seen this before, but it looks like it's all interesting stories about comic books and comic artists. And let's see. True West, History of the Frontier. Pretty cool. Oh, the Observer's Book of Railway Locomotives of Britain. This is really cool for me. I love trains, and this is telling you all about the trains that you could see in Britain. This is super cool. Let's see. This is from, let's see if I can find a date in here. 1955. First published 1955. This was published in 1962. Really cool. Thank you. 500 great comic book action heroes. Looks really cool too. It's just telling about all the different heroes that you find in comics. I've never seen that before. That's very cool. Thank you. Well, this is cool too. Bill O'Reilly's Legends and Lies, The Real West. He is a pretty good author. He's got a lot of historical books out. That looks very interesting. And here we have The Great Guns of Shadow Valley, Convention Preview Edition. That's pretty cool. It's a comic book in landscape form. That's really cool. And let's see, The Flintstones and Pebbles, number 33. Pretty cool. Dennis the Menace and Ruff. Have a number on it from 1971. I used to read so much Dennis the Menace when I was a kid. Here's a photo cover of Bob Steele Western. Oh, this is really cool. Yarns of the Yellowstone. Promo comic about Yellowstone Park, I guess. Pretty cool. Dark Horse Comics, The Shadow. That's issue 1 of 4. Here's issue 4 of 4. And it looks like they might all be in there. Awesome. The Shadow. I love The Shadow. My father used to tell us about when he was a kid, how he would listen to stories like The Shadow on the radio. And then there was this time when they came out with the old-time radio shows on cassette tapes. He saw it on TV, and he ordered it and used to listen to them together. So yeah, here's issue 1 of 4. Issue 2 of 4. Issue 3 of 4. And issue 4 of 4. That's really cool. These are not going back in the bag right now because It's a rainy day here. I'm going to read these today. H.P. Lovecraft's Haunt of Horror, number 3 of 3. Pretty cool. Now, this is really cool. This is issue number 7 of the Barker, an old Golden Age comic from 1947. And he is the Clown Prince of Fun. Oh, this is really cool. Mr. Miracle, issue number 10 and issue number 11. 10 and 11 of 12. Great dark side covers. Stupid art inside. That is a great cover, though. I like that one. As well as that one. More Charlton. Here is Blondie, number 208. That's really cool. I love old Charlton comics. Oh, this is cool. I never heard of this. Berlin number 1, 1999, with a train cover. Love it. It's got a good train cover collection. And this is really cool too. Let's see. This is really cool. Private Secretary number 2 by Dell from 1963. Really cool, kind of pinkish red cover. Evocative of the time. Everybody's smoking. Wow, that's really cool. I'm not familiar with Private Secretary, but that looks really cool. So I'm guessing maybe that was like a TV show or a book or something like that. A 3D book, Harvey Adventures in 3D number 2, giant 3D orama, Western, no 3D glasses, 1954, extremely cool comic, beautiful cover art. I always like when they do kind of sunsets and sunrises, and the covers have the transitions from yellows to oranges to reds. Really beautiful. Here we have Spartacus, Dell movie classic, the story of a gladiator rebel who sprang from slavery to challenge the awesome might of imperial Rome. That was a great movie.
Terrible penalty of crucifixion has been set aside on the single condition that you identify the body or the living person of the slave called Spartacus.
I'm Spartacus!
I'm Spartacus.
I'm Spartacus!
I'm Spartacus.
I'm Spartacus!
I'm Spartacus. I'm Spartacus.
I'm Spartacus!
Now, this one is really, really cool. This is Uncle Sam's Christmas Story from Kinney Shoes. And Jesse, thank you very much for this. Jesse posted a picture of this and said he saw it in an antique store but didn't buy it. And I asked him, I said, if you happen to go back to that antique store and it's still there, if you purchase it and mail it to me, I'll reimburse you for it. And he did go back and he gifted it to me. And it really touches me from the bottom of my heart that you would do that. Thank you very much. I love these old promo comics from different department stores and shoe stores, particularly the Christmas ones. This one's also got Uncle Sam on the cover. Beautiful art. It's got the pilgrims. So really looking forward to cracking that open. Thank you for that. Oh, these guys are great. The Mighty Heroes.
A call goes out to the mightiest heroes of them all. Strong Man, Cuckoo Man, Tornado Man, Rope Man, and Diaper Man.
I loved watching the Mighty Heroes cartoon when I was a kid. I remember specifically, Rope Man, the guy made out of rope. And what we've got? Strong Man, Cuckoo Man, I remember him, Tornado Man, Diaper Man. This is great. Um, Mighty Heroes #2 from 1967. Nice art, cool clock designs. The Clock Maker #1. Looks like it's pretty thick too. Oh, more Shadow. Dark Horse Shadow 3 of 3. Awesome train cover. I really like the Dark Horse comics from this time period. I picked up some Star Wars ones, and I've seen some other things too. The art's pretty good, the stories, the coloring. That is a great cover. A lot of train issues in here. Thank you, Jesse. Oh, this is really cool. The Blonde Bombshell, Millie the Model, #80. Nice yellow cover. These are really hard to find. That's really cool. Now, this is one that I always look for these. This is Real Heroes, True Stories in Comic. Let's see, this is from 1946. It's got Balto of Nome, Masthead Victory, GI's Best Friend. These are great. These Real Hero comic books. You don't see them too often either. Andy, Panda, and the Balloon Race. Argosy, this is a pulp. May 1935. Amazingly, whenever I see pulps, the spines are almost always torn off, but this one is still there. I have a few other, they look very similar to this. It's Railroad Stories that I got from Charlton 66 and Night Tiger Comics. And here's another Argosy. This is from June. It says June 15th, but this one doesn't have the year. But really cool firefighter cover. So that brings me to the bottom of the box. There is such great stuff in there, and I'm so grateful for everything that you sent me, Jesse, and wish you Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. So long, comic addicts. Bye-bye.